What if I told you one of the most valuable modern pennies ever struck by the US Mint came from a year most people would overlook? A simple 1983 penny, usually worth just 1 cent, but one rare error version has sold for over $240,000, and could go even higher. That's right, today we're diving into the story of the 1983 D copper Lincoln penny. The backstory. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American pocket change since 1909, when it debuted to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. For decades, these pennies were made mostly from 95% copper, until something drastic happened in the early 1980s. Copper prices were surging, and by 1982, it cost the US Mint more than 1 cent to make a penny. To combat rising production costs, the Mint changed the coin's composition from copper to zinc coated with copper, a shift that would forever change US coinage. By 1983, all Lincoln cents were supposed to be zinc-based. Value of the 1983 D copper Lincoln penny. Let's get to what everyone wants to know: how much is it worth? The confirmed example of the 1983 D copper Lincoln penny sold for over $17,000 in earlier auctions. But since then, as awareness and demand have skyrocketed, estimates have surged. Receipt: here's what experts now believe: a genuine, certified 1983 D copper penny in mint state, MS, condition could fetch $200,000 to $240,000. If more examples are discovered or the coin hits a headline-grabbing auction, values could go as high as $300,000 plus. Even circulated examples, if confirmed, could be worth tens of thousands. It's not just a penny, it's a legendary mistake that now lives in collector infamy. Test tube: how to tell if you have the 1983 D copper penny. Here's the most exciting part of this story: you might have one and not even know it. Here's how to check. White heavy checkmark. Step 1. Find a 1983 D penny. Look at the date and check for the D mint mark, Denver. Only pennies from this mint are relevant for this specific error. White heavy checkmark. Step 2. Weigh it. Use a precise digital gram scale. Copper pennies weigh around 3.10 to 3.11 grams. Zinc pennies weigh around 2.50 grams. Backhand index pointing right. If your 1983 D penny weighs over 3 grams, you might have something extraordinary. White heavy checkmark. Step 3. Magnet and ring test, optional. Copper is non-magnetic and has a distinctive ringing sound when dropped on a hard surface. Zinc is duller in tone and sound. Still, only XRF analysis or mint certification can fully verify the coin's metal content. White heavy checkmark. Step 4. Get it certified. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC. Request a full metallurgical analysis to verify if it's genuine copper. But what if I told you one of the rarest and most mysterious coins in American history was struck by mistake, and it's hiding behind the year 1982? Yes, we're talking about the ultra-rare, nearly mythical 1982 D small date copper Lincoln cent. With only one verified in existence and rumors of others surfacing. Historical background. To understand why the 1982 D small date copper penny is such a big deal, we need to rewind a bit and understand the history of the Lincoln cent. By 1982, copper prices had skyrocketed. The US Mint realized it was actually costing more than 1 cent to produce each penny. So a major decision was made, to switch the cent's composition from 95% copper and 5% zinc to a cheaper copper-plated zinc, which is 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper on the outside. What makes the 1982 D small date copper penny so special? The US Mint was never supposed to produce a 1982 D small date in copper. The Denver Mint was instructed to switch entirely to zinc-based blanks by the time they produced small date varieties. That means every single 1982 D small date should be a zinc penny, and yet, against all odds, one copper version escaped into the wild. So how could this happen? Likely, a few leftover copper planchets, coin blanks, from early 1982 were accidentally mixed in during the minting of the 1982 D small date zinc pennies. A simple oversight. That created a coin so rare it's believed to be truly unique. Value and market impact. The first and only confirmed 1982 D small date copper penny was authenticated by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, in 2016. It was discovered by collector Paul Malone and verified by renowned numismatist Lyle Engelson. PCGS designated the coin as MS63 Brown, making it mint state condition, a major value booster. Collision estimated value. Experts estimate that if this coin went up for auction today, it could fetch anywhere from $150,000 to over $1 million, depending on collector demand, publicity, and market conditions. And here's the kicker, only one example has been officially verified. There could be more out there in jars, drawers, or pocket change, waiting to be found.